Hey guys, welcome back to my channel where I do Wild West videos, and today I'm going to be doing an in-depth beginner's guide. This is the first episode of a series of guides that I will be doing for you guys, so make sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe for no actual reason. So, now the first thing that you're going to want to do when you come into the game is you're going to want to make sure you have Dawn City selected and click spawn. Now this is what your avatar should look like, because this is the default avatar. I'll show you how to change this later. So now, if you want to know the default controls for the game, it's default Roblox controls, but I'll tell them to you anyway. WASD to move around, hold shift while moving WASD to run around, and spacebar to jump. Now you may have noticed when I jumped, this little blue bar went down. This is my stamina bar. When I jump, it goes down. Another way you can lose stamina is by rolling. I'll show you that later into the video. Now the other bar is the little green bar. Now this is your health. When somebody shoots you or you damage yourself, or in any way somebody inflicts damage to you, then you will lose your health. And when it hits 0%, then you basically die. So now that you know that, I'm going to be showing you these 3 icons and what they do. Now this is the hat and the horse and the backpack icon. They all have hotkeys next to them like T, H, and B. You can press those on your keyboard to open them up, or just click the icons. I'm going to be starting with the hat icon. Here you can widely customize your character for completely free, no Robux, no money spent. Now I'm just going to show you, I'm just going to wear this random glasses thingy. So now the next icon is the little horse icon. Now if I click this or click the hotkey, it'll open up the horses icon. Now here I can spawn in horses by clicking call that I own. You will only see the horses that you own here. Now simply by clicking call, I can call in a horse that I own. And I can uncall it too by just clicking uncall. Now the next icon is the backpack icon. This might be the most important one. Now all players start out with a Peacekeeper revolver and a tier 1 pickaxe. To equip these items, all you have to do is simply click on them and you will have them equipped. Now if you hover over the items, then you shall see extra info about the items, like damage, accuracy, reloaded, damage, fall off, and usually a little description of the item. Now if you right click on it, then you shall see action moves such as unequipping and discarding the item. Now that you have all 3 of those, you shall see, I'm just gonna, to add extra, there's a little money icon. Here you can buy game passes, and there is a little smiley face down here. Here you can play emotes by pressing the buttons on your keyboard, and over here is like a little script looking thingy. You can click U to open it. If you open this, then you will see a menu where you can create, join, and edit a faction. A faction is basically just a game where you can add your friends, add players, and you can capture forts. So I'll show you how to capture forts in another tutorial. So that's it for the factions icon. Now there still have been 2 things that we haven't gone over with, and that's this big protected icon and this friendly icon down here. So now I'm just going to show you the protection icon first. So basically protection it just means that if you see the protected icon, then other players cannot damage you. But there are 2 twists to this. You only get protection in certain areas of the map, usually highly populated areas such as this city. But if I do walk out of the city, then I shall lose my protection as seen. Now this is important to know because maybe you might just be talking to your friend and you don't want to have people shooting at you randomly, right? But the second twist is that if you pull out your gun, then you lose your protection, and you will see this little scroll that says PvP on. Now other players can damage you. like when you are out of the city. So now if you put your gun away, then it should start cooling down. As you see, the school is slowly disappearing, and when it completely disappears, then you should have your protection back on if you are in the city or area that has protection. Now, the next one is the friendly icon. This is where a lot of the friendly/hostile icon is located right on top of the emotes or smiley face on the left side of your screen. This is another very important button. So now on default, you should be on friendly. Now this means that you can kill criminals without getting a bounty. So let's say you see a wanted person and you can shoot at them and you will basically get no bounty for killing them because they are wanted. But let's say you accidentally shoot a civilian. So that means like somebody who is good. Now usually you would get a bounty on this, but this is if you're on hostile. But on friendly, if you accidentally shoot somebody on the same team as you, then it'll only say friendly on it. Friendly fire. It'll say friendly fire if you shoot somebody that's not wanted on friendly mode. But if you click P or you click the friendly icon, you will change to hostile mode. Now hostile mode means that you can damage both civilians and wanted players. But the twist is, if you damage a civilian on hostile mode, it will not say friendly fire. It will inflict damage on them if they don't have protection, and you basically will get a bounty and danger icon. The danger icon is a little icon on top of your head that tells other players that you're dangerous and they will go after you and try to kill you. So basically hostile means you can kill both teams. You only get a bounty for killing people that are on a good team. So that would mean like civilians and normal players that aren't wanted. So that's it for those two buttons. Now I'm going to show you some important locations on the map that you are going to need that's going to be needed to get this tutorial started. So now the first area is the general store. This is a big green building that obviously says general store on it. Now if you walk into the door, you can buy stuff here like pickaxes, axes, special, and just camp items. Very general stuff. Hence the name general store. Here you can also sell your loot by holding F. As you can see right over the E, there's an F button. So here you can sell your loot after you make it. So now another area is the gun store over here. This is also obviously a gun store, as it says right on top. If you walk in here, then you shall see a bunch of weapons and guns that you can purchase. Now, if you come over here, even further into Bronze City, you will see a bank. So right here is the bank. If you click E at one of these stalls, you shall see a bank icon. Here you can view all the items that are in your bank, and here you can view the items that are in your backpack. If you click on the items that are in your backpack, then the game will move it into the bank for you. Now the reason why you would want to do this is because let's say you're about to go grind. So every piece of loot that you make takes up a space in your backpack, and you don't have infinite backpack storage. You only have 30 slots. So let's say you have useless items that you don't really want to have because you want to store more loot, so when you sell, you get more money. So then you would just put it in your bank, and the item, you would still be able to keep it, it just would be in your bank and not into your backpack or inventory. So those are the main spots in Bronze City. There's one last one, which is Copper Gold Shrine, but I'll be showing you that in a second. So now, when you first spawn into the game, right next to the blue icon, or the stamina bar, sorry, not icon, stamina bar, on the right side of it, there should be a little money logo, and then you should see how much money you have. I'm obviously dirt poor because I really like trolling and killing people in this game, and you kind of lose money by doing that. But anyway, you should start out with $1,000. Now, with these $1,000, you can buy a few things to start off. Alright, so once you buy your pickaxe, you're going to need a horse. So to get to the horse stables, you can just look up, and this big thing right over here, you can look for it, and located right behind it in Bronze City is the horse stables. Now here, if you go here and talk to this guy, right here, then what you're going to want to do is buy the mule. Alright, so now all you're going to do to get to our next location is you can spawn a horse. And in this case, I'm going to use the mule because this is what you guys are going to be using as a beginner. And you're just going to want to go straight. You see this door? You're just going to want to go straight. And you should see this little hole in the mountain. Now this is Copper Gulch Mine. So now to equip the pickaxe that we bought earlier, you can unequip your old one and equip your new one. Now here, you're going to want to walk into the hole. And I won't show you too much because exploring in this game is kind of fun. But basically, to mine these, you just gotta click on them. And then if you check your backpack, then you shall get a coal ore. Now, there is tons of ores in this mine, but I'm not gonna sweat through mining all of them. So you guys can just do that yourselves. But let's say I did finish mining completely. I'm just gonna come back out, and I'm just gonna go back out through the hole that I came from. If you don't remember the hole that you came out from, you can click M on your keyboard and you can open a map. And the little green thingy here is you. So just make sure to re-find your way to Bronze City. Now let's just pretend that I have a full inventory of loot. Now I'm going to want to come in here, and over here there's the sell loot icon. I can hold F, and boom, right here, I just got $20. Now, the more ore that you have in your backpack, the more money that you get. So, yeah, that is basically a beginner's tutorial. You're gonna get. Alright guys, right after you sell your loot, that you should be good and you... Alright, now the next thing and the last thing I'm going to show you guys is the gun. Basically Alright guys, the next thing I'm going to show you is the gun controls. Now, gun controls are very useful. I mean, if obviously you don't know how to use your gun, then you don't really have any protection. Now, you can hold right click to aim in further, and if you just click, all you have to do is left click to basically shoot your gun. And you have to click R to reload. Now, this is a cool thing. If you hold down F, and then you spam your mouse, then it will fan fire. This means that it will just shoot very fast. Now, I told you I'd teach you how to roll. So down here, you shall see right under the stamina and health bar, you shall see roll, reload, and fan fire. And these are basically the controls. So now, to roll, you have to be moving sideways. Now, as you're moving sideways, then you can click control, and then you should be able to roll. And when you roll, your stamina will go down, so be aware of that. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this tutorial. Make sure to hit the subscribe and like button. It's completely free, and you don't know how much it helps out and makes my day. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in my next tutorial. Bye.